about it. From that distance, it's uncanny how comfortable he is from that kind of range. Steph Curry doing work.
And up the court come the Warriors on the break. And then Durant with the jam.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Oh, that's how you drive your point home right there. Porzingis can't hit. On offense, here are the Warriors. They're on a 15-6 run. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. It's Curry outside. And another three. We welcome you to Noche NBA here on 2K Sports. From the attire to the food, the players' jerseys, tonight a celebration of the Latin culture. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. For the Dallas Mavericks, they come in off the loss to the Memphis Grizzlies. And guys, the hometown fans not pleased with that dreadful performance. They saw their team get knocked out cold. You know, as the regular season, Greg, winds down, you can feel things start to change around the league, can't you?
Yeah, I mean, some teams are getting totally in the zone for the playoffs, while other squads are using this time to plan for next year and try to figure out what went wrong.
Pass to Bullock. Back to Irving. To the inside. Here's Wood. Good D by Wood. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, I briefly spoke with Jason Kidd. He's confident in their ability to win the battle of the low post. That's where he'd like to see most of the action take place. Kevin, I think we can expect them to pound the ball down low every chance they get and let their big men go to work.
Thanks, David.
Doncic taking pride in setting the table for his teammates. I love his unselfishness.
And the question for the Mavs is simple. How do you best build around Luka Doncic? They'll try to answer that in the coming years.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball. The Mavericks making the shot. Wood. And finished off by Wood.
Boy, his IQ is one of the best in the league. Irvin has a great feel for when his teammates are open.
Did you just see
Wow.
what I saw? I mean, that move was out of this world.
Executed, don't you think, to perfection, Greg. I mean, he had the rim in his sights and was not going to be stopped.
And finishes with force. Boy, you got to love that.
And Greg, it just seems for the Mavs, it's all about finding the right fit for the role players.
And that's why this team was willing to move on from Porzingis. Going forward, you could see them look a lot like the Harden era Rockets.
Just 3 to shoot. The shot's good from Irving.
I think Kyrie is really frustrating for the defense because he makes it look so easy and his shot is so natural.
Here's McGee. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And really, the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
And Clark, don't you have to admire the way the Mavericks are always looking to compete?
Yeah, I like that, Kevin. It's a good point by you. It starts at the top of the organization. I mean, the team has really avoided any kind of lengthy rebuild. To their credit, they want to win, and this team is definitely capable of doing that.
Hardaway from outside. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. The Mavericks leading. Here's Doncic. That shot off. Some solid defense there from Irving. Fast break Dallas. Over Irving. Kleba with the rebound.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. The kick out to Irving. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. 6 points for Kyrie Irving.
Irving has the touch needed to do damage from just about anywhere, including from there.
Pass to Kleba. McGee trying to break free. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Irving double teamed. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And the Mavericks with possession here. .50 left to play in the first. Dallas moving the ball around. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And it's Wood with the ball for the Mavericks. Trailing by 2. Doncic looking it over. Driving inside. McGee. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one goes on Wood.
Boy, you look at McGee and the career resurgence he's undergone, guys, outstanding. I mean, when he's been in the right situation, he's been very effective.
Both free throws good from McGee. And here are the Mavericks now. The shot and game clock separated by 4. The wide open look here for Wood. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
Wood's range makes him really dangerous. He's effective as a floor spacer.
Here's Irving, and the layup is good. Irving's got 8.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. The Mavericks on top, leading by a point. And we welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast as the second quarter getting going right now. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Dallas.
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away that the inside area is their territory.
And I've really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
The Mavericks trailing.
And you watch the way Doncic runs this offense. He's becoming a master at the pick and roll. Incredible to see someone run it to perfection.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, from the step back to his attacking style, some have compared Luka Doncic to the Beard, James Harden. There are some similarities, Harden said. Being able to dictate and control the game like he does, he never lets anyone speed him up, and he gets what he wants. Back to you, Kevin.
He always has. They're both pretty fun to watch, David. Thank you. And with Doncic in the pick-and-roll game, he's so good at such a young age.
It's amazing how well he reads the defense, but he can also freeze the defender or create confusion with that hesitation. He has all the tricks to run it.
McGee a screen. Nobody near Irving. And it's Dallas with another.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Yeah, they're cracking. Absolutely cracking and looking to pad that lead.
Pass to Wood. And here's Doncic from the arc. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
You know, often once Luka gets the ball, it's all over. It's all she wrote. He's well positioned to finish that catch and shoot.
Here's Irving. Banked in off the glass. Irving's got 15 points.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
Doncic left side. Outside Holiday. 5 on the clock. Here's Kleba. Rebounded by Hardaway. The Mavericks leading. Here's Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Tell you what, guys, that's not an easy finish, but somehow Doncic makes it look rather effortless.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Dallas.
You know, in the early going, they've been effective scoring in the mid-range, and if it's falling, I say stay with it.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
Back to Kleba. Hardaway with the steal. Here's the break. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Doncic right side. Over Irving. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Doncic has got the lead up to 7 now for the Mavs. Basket good. Green's got his second basket. And we see stars, Clark, that dominate with skill. Others do it more with athleticism. Which would you prefer to build around if you were coaching?
If I had to only pick one, Kevin, I'd like to have both skill and athleticism, but skill is so critically important in any sport, particularly basketball. Guys that can shoot, handle the ball, pass it, and do the fundamental things well. And I think that trumps athleticism over the long haul.
4 on the clock. Releases. The offensive rebound. On the wing, Hardaway. Up top, Doncic. 7 points in the game. Over Irving. That one a little long.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
Pass to Kleba, and it's sent back by Irving.
Irving bringing a little more intensity to the defensive end there, using his speed to get ahead of that shot.
There's 31 seconds left in the first half. And here's Irving. And the 3 off target. Green left side. Pass to Bullock. Got a piece of it. Outside Irving. Up in time. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Mavericks lead by 5. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Wood with the block.
Boy, what a denial by Wood. He relishes the chance to throw it out of there.
Dallas on defense. It's a 5-point game. Back to McGee. And it's McGee with the jam.
You know, all McGee needs, guys, is good positioning. Once he has that, dunking the ball is elementary.
And you look at all the things Doncic can do. One in particular, he can control the pace of the game.
And, Greg, I love that about him. His size, his strength, his savvy, his skill set. You really can't speed him up at the offensive end. Everything he does is at his pace and his tempo. He methodically breaks you down.
Now, here's Green. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
Boy, you look at McGee and the career resurgence he's undergone, guys, outstanding. I mean, when he's been in the right situation, he's been very effective.
And he makes the first. And the Mavericks making a change here. That one is no good. Greg, you have to love the impact that Tim Hardaway Jr. has had on the defensive end.
He's got a great wingspan to bother shooters and contain penetration. Always aware of where the ball is on the floor. You could call him an underrated defender.
McGee with the block.
Yeah, if you had to pick the top priority for McGee, I think that's it. Contest shots, block shots, get in the air, use that length to deny shots at the rim.
And on the way from Irving for 3. No bucket, and that miss is number 6. He's made 7. And the slam dunk by McGee.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Here's Irving. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Irving's got 17.
They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
Mavericks trail by 6. Over in the corner, Green. Irving with the ball. 17 points in the game. Pass to Doncic. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Doncic has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Boy, what balance from Doncic. I mean, he never seems to get rattled, even when he attracts contact on the way to score. Maintains his poise in those situations extremely well for a young player. Boy, he's playing out of his head, nailing everything. I mean, the defense is scrambling to try to stop him right now, and so far, no go.
The shot by Kleba, wide open. And it's off from three-point range. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And he has grooved his stroke at the line this season and been able to maintain it with an average of 90%.
You know, his free throw percentage has dropped this year, but not really enough to raise any red flags or to become alarmed about it.
The three for Doncic. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
You know, guys, you look at Doncic, and he has really good size for a wing, which helps him have his way against most defenders. Showtime, Christian Wood, putting down the hammer.
Nice move. Pass to Doncic. Fades away. That one off the back iron and out.
Boy, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost him.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Count that one. McGee's got the lead up to 10 now for Dallas.
It really balances out the backcourt when McGee is able to provide points inside. I mean, that's big.
Down low. Back to Doncic. And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
56 seconds left to play in the third. Takes a step back. Doncic outside. 5 to shoot. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Doncic has got 15 points.
Boy, from the moment he entered the league, Doncic has been an immediate star, capable of big nights just about any time he's on the court.
And here's Wood outside. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
Pass to Hardaway. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And so Powell will bring it up for Dallas. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Now, here's Bullock. Here's Irving. They get the rebound. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. And here is Doncic. Out to the right wing. Now McGee. Outside Irving. Just 4 to shoot. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Outside Irving. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
And the dunk by Doncic.
Boy, there's a subtle but real physicality and aggressiveness to Doncic's approach to the game, and that's part of his greatness.
Left side Irving. It's deflected. Now, here's Bullock. Pass to Wood. Doncic right side. Basket counts. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Dallas.
They've been so aggressive getting out on shooters all game long. Nothing's getting past this defense, and that, to me, has been impressive.
And also the hustle showing through with all those steals and not giving much breathing room for the offense to operate.
Luka Doncic is a do-it-all player. I mean, he does everything for this team, including being a walking triple-double threat on a game-by-game basis.
To the paint. Here's Powell. Sweet move. Doncic outside. Wood sets a screen. The tray. Doncic, no good. Mavericks leading by 8. Shoots over Bullock. Dallas, no good that time either. Here's Dallas. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Nice fadeaway to get over the top. And the Mavericks lead by 10.
Well, Wood has a really solid jump shot, and that one well within his range.
And a deep three from Doncic. That shot missing. Now Dallas takes it the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Doncic has got 15 points in just the second half.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Irving looking for an opening. 3 on the clock. A baseline J. It's hauled in by Wood. Mavericks trail by 13. The 3 for Doncic. It's hauled in by Wood. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Into the lane. And Doncic throws it down.
This one is all but over. I mean, what a ferocious and commanding performance
For the Mavericks.
We got to see a display of offensive prowess in this one that got it done. High-scoring game.
Bucket after bucket. They were really in attack mode all game long.
And so now, on the year, they'll have 35 wins to their credit.
And it always feels good to get that first win in a season series. Going head-to-head twice this year, this will put them up 1-0 so far against the Mavericks.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Luka Doncic.
Boy, you have to marvel at how well he picked apart that defense repeatedly. Found the right guy in the right spot at the right time.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard.
Tell you what, the coach's heart was in his throat, and he was in shock and awe. But now he's got a big smile on his face.
Dallas making a switch here. And he can't make the second free throw either, missing both.
And Kyrie Irving, a Picasso with the ball in his hands. And like a lot of genius-level creators, he marches to the beat of his own drum.
And that one's good, Irving.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it. Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
And on the way from Irving for 3. And Dallas again with the bucket.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
So no problem for Dallas as they